Robert, now Ed.
Okay. I just wanted to do that before I forgot. I'll take all this early stuff out anyway. Are we ready to rock and roll?
Do what you got to do. Yep, I am.
Let's see. I may have to change this.
Dharma, you ready?
How's this? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So just just coming to standing here, sort of just moving around a little bit, bouncing kind of with the knees, balancing, moving from one foot to the other. They're turning a little. They're just feeling all these big muscles moving slowly. And moving the arms and big moves in front of the body. And then sort of behind the body. And letting your vision follow the hand that's moving back. Slowing down if you get dizzy. Letting the hips move from side to side. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning into that so there's motion in the hips. The rib cage, big circles with the hips. In one direction and then the other. It's so annoying when your kids are on the other side of the house yelling at you. I don't know if you can hear my dog or not. Well, she is. She's lying in bed talking to me. And then one hand overhead. And let your knees be soft. Your knees can take up some of this movement. And then kind of walking in place, but go toe to heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. But going toe to heel so that you can really feel the feet moving. You're getting those joints where the toes and the long bones meet, and then where the long bones meet the ankles. Moving those, warming up these muscles. And then coming to stillness and just pressing down into the toes of one foot, lifting the ankle, moving it back and forth. It's likely to feel a lot more loose than when we do this before, we've done that toe heel. Walking now in circles in one direction and then the other. And the other foot, pressing down into the toes. And then circling the ankle in one direction and then the other. Okay, and taking a wide stance. And just bending one knee and bringing the opposite hand in that general direction. So just feeling these big muscles moving. We're not trying to stretch them so much as just warm them up, give them an idea of what's coming. And then coming to standing, and then letting your hips go back. Letting maybe your toes come up a little bit. And letting your back feel like it's kind of parallel to the ground, so not rounding the back, but just letting your hands and your head hang. And letting your arms move in circles in one way and then the other. Just sort of warming up a lot of those small muscles in the shoulder joints, bending your knees, hands above the knees, coming back upright. All right, hands pressed back. And pulsing the hands back, bringing the hands overhead and reaching for the ceiling and reaching one hand and then the other while lifting the opposite heel. And doing some circles with the shoulders in one direction and then the other. And then some high knees. And bringing the opposite hand or the opposite elbow into the general vicinity of that knee. And then kicking back. These butt kickers. And this time bringing your opposite hand and down toward the foot. They're looking in that general direction. And coming to stillness. Pulling the tummy in. And then with the stomach pulled in, just gently moving from side to side. And pulling the tummy in, so you're going to feel this a lot more in the side of the body. And again, shoulders up and back. And back. All right. Jessie, you're up.
That felt good. Am I loud enough here? Give me a second. Okay, boss. All right. Okay. You need to scoot. Boop, boop, boop. Arm pull over with knee raises. Arm straight up, punch in the sky, and drag it down. Really drive that knee up. Try to get up past the hip. Pulling in the belly button. Breathing. Driving that toe in. Feeling the energy come upward. Dragging your hands as if you were in water. I'm going to start increasing the speed a little bit as I get warmer. It's your call. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Let's go side to side. Give yourself enough room. That's different, Dharma. All right, step and cross. Sink into it with the hips and knees a little bit more. Think about that posture. Your eyes are to the front. Sit your butt back down as if you're going to go into a chair. So nice and wide. Open those palms up to the sky. Kind of roll your arms back. Squeeze the shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1. Heart rate's going up. I can already tell. Good stuff. Arms out like a T. Let's kick to the front. Rotate to the side. Eyes go with your back hand. So a nice long spine. A nice stretch in your hamstrings. If you point your toes towards your kneecaps, you'll feel it a little bit more in the calves. 3, 2, 1, good. We'll go into our lunge complex. Feet together to start with, you know the drill. Shoulders over hips best you can. You don't have to do full lunges, just take those healthy steps in the north, east, south, and west directions. Open up the hips. Kind of get a gauge for your balance today. Feeling that groundedness of the stance leg, holding the rest of your body up. One more time each leg. All right. Let's go into our hinge and swim. Starting up nice and tall. Hips, fingertips out wide, push them forward. You don't have to go super low. You don't have to fold yourself in half. Just feel that little stretch of the low back and glutes. Let's do one more. And then we'll sit in the chair, do our squat, and I'm gonna mix it up and do knee raises with it. So just some different variations of what we already been doing, just to mix it up a little. All right, so hands are kind of here, right? Stand up nice and tall, boom, boom. Center yourself, lower back down. You don't need to look down at the floor at all for this one, unless you got moving animals around or something like that that compromises your safety. You want to be confident in each movement. Let's go 5 more seconds and then we'll stay up. I'll let you guys finish. And we'll do our plank thing. So shake it out. Everything should be warm and loose. If it's not, you know, continue doing what you need to do. And then follow along with us when it's time to do so for yourself. Right. Let's get those cross mountain climbers. Knee to opposite wrist. Feel those obliques kick in as you drive your knee up towards your hands. Keep your shoulders locked up. 3, 2, 1. Stay right here. Let's go into our row and bicep curl now. Just mixing up the order a little bit. Really make each backward and forward movement count. I'm going to finish up this last arm and then walk it in whenever you're ready. No rush at all. Just kind of notice the difference, especially in the back of the upper arms from when we started, right? So we went from loosening up to actually tightening up with the strengthening portion. This will help us through the rest of the class as far as being mindful of our core tightness and then our joint flexibility. Okay, heels towards the butt. Stay on that leg. Really feel your hamstrings ball up. This is real helpful for climbing stairs and getting in and out of cars and all that good stuff that we don't think about every day to work on. Couple more and then switch. Again, just because you're not moving your upper body, you still want that pencil in your armpits, pressing down through the palms, getting those breaths matched with your movement, and then feet down. Let's go into the T-raise now. Roll it up, eyes follow fingertips. Hips and shoulders move at the same rate. One more each side, then we'll lock it in. Good, lock it in. Let's see, we got time for bands. Let's do the band thing. All right, let's start off with sit to stands. Let's get our heart rate going back up, okay? Sometimes when you mix the order up, it kind of shocks your body and allows for those adaptations of progressing more easy to happen. So eyes to the front, and just power it up as much as you can. We'll go 20 seconds. Feet are wide. Shoulder blades are back. 10 seconds to go. Burn it, burn it, burn it. 5, 3, and then have a seat. Good. I like the burn of that so much that I'm going to follow it with another leg exercise. Okay, so this is a superset. Y'all heard of me using those just to do a strength part on one and then a burn of the same muscle group right afterwards. And we'll give them our legs a little break for a while. 5 seconds. Sit up nice and tall. Don't round the back too. Let it in and switch. Feel that pump just a little bit more now, huh? Going back to back like that. 5 more seconds. Find a good pace where you are exhausting the muscle. That's what a burn is. 2, 1. Now we'll go to the rows. Palms up, then palms down. You guys are all seen this before. Keep it close to your rib cage and then go out wide, just to notice the difference in the fibers of your upper back. You should feel your core kick in as you pull the bands towards you, right? That's your body resisting from going with the bands forward. 5 more seconds, nice and smooth, nice smooth rate. Feel that burn. And then we can superset that with another upper back. How about that? Okay, so what maybe I should stay this way just so you can see how I'm angled up. I'm way on the edge of the chair, right? I got the edge of the bands. You're just gonna have to find what length works for you, what tension. I'm gonna lean forward a little bit, okay? I'm gonna kind of hinge like you're doing the hinge and swim. You wanna keep your back safe. You don't have to fold yourself in half. Just a little lean forward and then flare it out. Little bend and bend in the elbows can help with any kind of shoulder pain. Now you're really isolating your upper back where your shoulder blades come together. And just again, nice and smooth. Breathe. We'll go 5 more seconds. Nice. 2. 1 more. Woo! Let's kind of cat-cow this for a second. Start our recovery early since I didn't plan on supersetting today, but the spirit moved me. All right. Let's have a stand. We can do our shoulders up overhead first, and then we'll do our L shape. So it'll kind of look like this. Stepping on one side. I don't want you to muscle it up. I don't want every one of them to be, I want you to be able to do it nice and smooth. Try to turn your palms towards your shoulders. See how I do that to kind of tuck that pencil in again, coming back down. You don't really want to do it out here like that unless your shoulders are, you know, extremely healthy and you can withstand it. But I just want to keep it safe. Safer than sorrier. 5 seconds. Good. Switch arms. No, don't switch arms. I'm sorry. Don't switch arms. Switch to the L shape. Same arm out to the front, down to the side. So we just supersetted and isolated whatever shoulder you're on. Mostly right, I think. We'll keep going. Definitely feel a burn. 5, 3, last one. Good. Same thing, other side. You feel that? That's nice. That is nice. So if you only have a little time to work out, supersets are awesome to get the most bang for your buck, you know? All right, feet are wide. You want to be tight in the core, little bend in the knee, squeezing the glutes, eyes to the front, just punch the sky. Bring it back nice and slow and controlled. 3, 2, let's get one more. Good, back to the L's. Keep going. Little band malfunction, okay. Just feel that oblique kick in as you're trying to pull that band away from you. You know, that's your body's resisting. An anti-flexion of your core. 3. Let's get this last one. All right, grab some water. Let's grab our weights. I'm going heavier to lighter, depending. And then we're finishing off with cardio. So I'm kind of liking this for us as far as the calorie burn and the pump and increasing the endurance. It's a perfect combination to really kick off the new year, right? All right, we'll have the chair out first. I'm only going to use one weight for this, and I'm going to suggest that you do the same until you get a feel for what we're doing. There's a twist involved, and I don't want too much weight on your low back doing it. So just watch what I do first, and you know, you guys are all grown. You can figure out what you can and can't throw into your routine. So it's going to start out at my chest. Big breath in. On your next big breath in, go ahead and push through your heels. Blow out. See how I twist to the side a little bit? I want your shoulders locked up, super tight. And then come back down with it at your chest. Boom, boom, slight, slight. Okay? Not meant to do fast, okay? So like I said, if you don't have a problem adding another weight, you know, using 2 weights or a heavier weight, that's fine. I just wanted to show it to you and you get a feel for it before I put it in the program. All right, last one. Power it up. All right, weight down. I'm going to go for 2 lighter weights. Move the chair. And we've done this before, at least versions of it. So your body's not going to be like, what? Okay. So light weights or no weights, that's fine. Just check out what I'm doing first and then we'll be fine. We're going to step to the front. When I step to the back, I'm going to push to the back. Straight arms. So other leg, get back to the middle. And then both arms go back and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. So it's a little coordination. Will balance, but keep your form on point, okay? Might take a few times to sink in for the mind and body connection. Let's do one more time each leg. Next one, we're going to go a little heavier, so take your breaths. Set it up for our hinges, and we're going to add a bicep curl. So this time, okay, let me show you first. We're going to do our hinge, keeping our back straight. You don't have to go low. Come up strong, palms to the front, bicep curl. Flip the palms back, down. Flip front, curl up, down slow, flip. So just find your groove here. The elbows tight to your rib cage. Good, that was about halfway. So we'll go for about 10 more seconds now. Weights on your heels, not a lot of bend in your knees, okay? Last one. Down slow, good. Really isolate those arm and leg muscles. Fast feet, we haven't done this in a while, right? Haven't forgot about it. What's key to this one for me to get my heart rate up is to start in that low crouch, right? If that bothers your back, don't do it. But if I keep my eyes up, my spine stays fairly straight. Then I get the arms going in there, pushing off my toes, just kind of challenge myself with it, right? Terry does this way better than me. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Hop off. Good. Take it out. Back by popular demand, we'll do our chair sit up. I'm going to use a light weight with it. Edge of chair. Weight or no weight, but hands at your chest. A slight lean back, feet flat on the floor. It's going to look something like this. Just a few inches. Just kind of feel yourself catch right there and then power it up. Your breaths are really important with this. Sorry if you have a slippery chair. I've done it in slippery chairs and look like a total idiot. But you can always do the floor too. Let's go 5 more seconds. This is way better than bicycles. 3, 2, 1. And I think equally as effective. So let's get up for our cardio. This is going to be a little, what does Marianne call it? Brain games or something like that. All right. All right, just like if we were going to do our seal jacks, we're going to open up and just do high knees. So now we're getting our lower abs, a little balance, a little coordination. So your body's going to be kind of awkward with it at first, right? It wants to go out to the side and do a jack because that's what we've been doing forever. All right, I'm going to increase the intensity just a little. Go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, finish up here. Nice. We are getting there. The last pair of exercises. This one's new to us. The combination is anyway. Watch me first, please. I'll do it in both directions. All right, so it's a little, I got to think about it too. My feet are together, arms down by my side. I'm going to go into my side lunge or step. I'm going to come back to the middle. I'm going to get a little row in there. Other side, row. So we row in the middle, step out. If you keep your eyes to the front, your back should stay safe. Got it? Got it. Let's call that halfway. We'll go for about 10 more seconds. Good job. One more side. Weights down. You can even grab some lighter weights with this one. It's not an upper body move. You can just use it for resistance to burn more calories, but we'll get our hurdles in. We haven't done these in a while. Up and over. If you feel the back of your upper arm squeeze as you pull your shoulder blades together, that actually is an isolating isometric move to strengthen your upper back and triceps. So if you feel that, squeeze and hold it while moving your lower body. You're doing both upper and lower. All right, 5, 3, Last one. Whew. Okay. All right. Grab some water. We'll take a little bit more time for the second time through. I just moved a little bit quicker for the first round because it's stuff you haven't seen together before. Now we'll just let it all process and sink in and execute it. And do our stretches in between. All right, back to the top. We need our chair. We're gonna sit to stand, we're gonna press overhead, and we're gonna twist. So you make the choice on what kind of weights you're gonna use. I'll respect that. Okay, feet are nice and wide. Pencils tucked in the armpit. Boom. Slight. Come back slow and controlled. Powered up. So we're gonna shoot for about 30 seconds here. Coming up on halfway. Nice. 5 more seconds, so we can squeeze one more in. And then we're gonna stay up. Grab lighter weights or no weights at all and do our little front back lunges. So we're gonna move the chair. And then we'll do a nice yoga flow plank afterwards. Need to have something to look forward to, right? All right, step to the front, palms to the back, step to the back, other leg. This time seems a lot smoother, at least for me. I don't know about you guys. We'll call that halfway. Five more seconds. I'm gonna get this last leg and then hang out for a second. Ooh. Weights down, get to your little plate station. We don't want to dive right into it. Give yourself a breath or two. All right, when you're ready, we'll do our hips. Shoulders and head sink. Toes up. Take a breath or two. Power it up. That's a nice stretch in the belly. We've been doing a lot of core lately. I'm gonna walk it in. You guys take your time on this. This is your self-care within self-care. Never have too much self-care. What are we doing? Oh, hinge. So we'll get our deadlift with bicep curl. Keep the weights close to your body. Drag it right up your thigh. Palms go forward. Dig the elbows into your ribs. Let it down slowly. Back to square one. Weights on your heels. Powered up those hips. Good. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Very deliberate moves. No swinging. No bouncing. Really strict on the form here. We only get one back. That was halfway, about 10 seconds to go. One more down. Good. I'll call it there. Get your fast feet going. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, good. Keep the eyes up. Get the arm swing going. Pull that belly button up and back. 5 more seconds. Stay low. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's have a seat. Let's stretch these legs that we've been working so hard out. I think it's been a pretty good balance though between upper and lower. I've been more mindful of that. Let's get to our so you can do it in the chair or of course standing, but I really wanted to get these quads stretched out. So I prefer to stand, grab the top of my foot, and if I lean back, I can get my hip flexor a little bit more, and that's connected to your lower abs, so it's a nice abdominal stretch too. Catch your breath a little bit. Almost done, almost done. Once you get going though, you never want it to end. You're like, that's the whole euphoria thing of this type of self-care. Okay. Let's do our weighted sit-up. If your back isn't liking this one, you know, if it's a little tough on your low back to do this one, go ahead and just do some knee raises and just kind of crunch forward. That's cool too, you know. Maybe I'll try a little bit of both. Kind of mix it up a little bit. I just want to give you lots of versions of the similar exercise. And we're going 30 seconds, so that we just passed halfway. So if I can do it, you can do it. 10 more seconds. Do a couple more with me. Wow, one more. Oh, God knows. Okay, everybody up. We'll do our little seal for the upper body and our high knees. More high knees. That's your lower abdominals. Get you ready for swimsuit season. I'll start the time now. Good. Drive it up. Spread those arms out. That's a nice shoulder and chest stretch. Nice strengthening for your upper back as well. Lots of stuff going on. Just have fun with it. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's get some more self-care. I'm gonna stretch my chest and shoulders a little bit more. You can do it in the chair or like I'm doing it. Right. We're making awesome time. Okay, we have 2 more exercises to go. What to do. Side lunge with the row in the middle. I hope you guys liked that one. All right, feet are together. Think about it before you do it. Take that wide step out. Come up strong. Little bend forward, and then go to the other side. Right? Step, middle, pull back, out, middle, pull back. Let's say 10 more seconds. I'm gonna go 1 more each leg. Let's just do it. Stand up nice and strong. I might go lighter weights for this one and get our hurdles in. Let's go right into it. High knee, over, up and over. So again, sit back in that chair as you step to the outside. So this one's meant to do fast, or faster, as fast as you can. 5 more seconds. 3, last ones. Everyone I work with is like, Jesse, you don't know how to count. I start with 5 and 15 seconds later, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, you want a time for a little more abs? Like one more pair of abs? Okay. Let's have a seat. Let's catch our breath. However you want to do it. I kind of like a little side lean and chest opening type of thing. Whatever works for you right now. So we can start towards our cool down, our pre-cool down, cool down. Good. I like the A-frames. I like using a lightweight. We can do that and we'll think on it. I'll think on it. All right. Starting low, right? Right up above your forehead, not up over here, but you just want to kind of almost like you're making a chest press out of it, right to the front. And slowly, carefully down to the side. 10 more seconds. Last one. Since we have the weight here, and I mentioned chest press, we can do a little bit of that with a, let's do a leg extension. So just something like this. So your lower abs are kicking in as you raise your foot up off the floor. Also keeping your upper body straight. And also getting a little shoulder and chest action going. So you can do this one fast. All the joints are lined up correctly so they won't be out of whack. Nice and safely. Let's go 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Good, I'm ready for a cool down. Yeah? Dom, are you ready for a cool down?
Okay. Boy. It was great. So just moving around, moving your arms, moving your shoulders. Just gentle movements. Keep moving though, keep moving your feet. And if you're just sort of walking around slowly, the arms in front and behind the body. And big, slow circles. The arms in front of the body. And in the other direction, maybe leading with the elbow. And then moving your hands, your wrists. Bringing your hands together, fingers and thumbs together, and just pressing them together and letting them come apart. Bringing one arm in front and gently pulling on the arm. Moving your hands. And feeling the stretching and the back part of the shoulder, the other side. Holding this arm in front of you, just with a little bit of a pull, if that's okay with your body. Moving your hands and fingers, moving the hand up and down a little bit. And once again, I'm doing this toe to heel walking in place. Just feeling the feet now, they should be more limber. That's what we want, limber feet. And coming to seated posture. And extending one leg in front, heel on the ground. And just leaning toward that and keeping your back straight. Look like you're bringing your belly or your chest toward your leg, not your head. Just feeling that stretch. And coming back up. And the other leg, heel out in front. Just leaning toward that leg. Feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. And coming back. And then bringing one foot on top of the other leg or crossing your leg. And just sort of moving that bottom leg back and forth from side to side. And feeling this movement deep in the hip. And then just gently bending forward as you do this. So as you come forward a little, you're going to feel a deeper stretch in the hip, continuing this movement. Bringing that foot down, bringing the other foot on top of the leg. And just moving the bottom leg from side to side. And feeling that movement in the hips. Jessie is demonstrating how you can do this lying down. And I'm just moving the leg back and forth, and then just bending toward that a little. If you're lying, you can just bring your knees closer to your face instead of trying to move your chest and belly closer to the legs, but just enough until you feel that extra little stretch. And coming to stillness. And then as you're sitting here, grabbing on somewhere in the back of the chair. And arching the back, looking up. So really stretching the upper chest. The front of the neck. And then letting go with your hands and letting the back go in the opposite direction. Just rounding the back, reaching forward with your hands in one hand and then the other. Sort of reaching a little bit more. Really feeling this stretch of the back and then along one side of the spine and then the other. Coming back upright. And moving the head from side to side. And then circling the head. And one direction and then the other. And then again, coming to stillness. And bringing your hands behind your head. And letting your hands be at the base of the skull, the top of the neck. And pressing the head back a little bit. Letting your chin drop. And then relaxing. Once again, just pushing back with the head a little bit. And then relax. And now try this. As you're sitting here with your hands at the base of your skull, your head forward, move just your eyes to the right, to the left, back to the right, and just pause there. Your eyes to the right. And just see how you feel. See if you have a desire to sigh, to yawn. And if that happens, then let your eyes go the other direction. Pause there for a while. Maybe you'll feel like yawning or sighing. And then just bringing your hands back to your lap. And once again, moving your head side to side. Just kind of checking in with the neck. And then there's one other fun thing that we did today, using the flat of both hands on your chest. So this is just right under the collarbones. And just tapping the chest with the back of your hand. Taking a couple of breaths. And now with your hands on the inside of the knees, and with the flat of your hands on the inside of your knees in this rhythm. And then coming to stillness. And just noticing how you feel in the body and really appreciating yourself for doing this, and all of us, this connection that we have with one another. All right, thank you. Go on back.